Have you ever wanted access to the best credit unions in the nation without having to meet their requirements? Just imagine being able to open a personal and a business account at any of these top of the line institutions that usually keeps their doors closed to the public. You don't need to be a special employee, you don't need to be part of a club, none of that. It sounds too good to be true, but guess what? It is true. And I got y'all. So today, what we're going to talk about is becoming an ACC member for life so that you can connect to these credit unions. Let's get into it. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Tamiya Robles. I'm your credit expert. I'm the owner of my company, Fix My Credit Now, A50.com. I'm the host of my podcast, Coast to Coast Credit. I'm Nate Red Pie. There's a chapter president out here in Victorville, California. What's good? What's good, y'all? Anyway, I want to say thank you for continuing to follow and like and download, subscribe, gift, share, repost, scheduling your consultation, all of the things. You guys are amazing. As usual, I appreciate you so very much. Please continue to do so. Like I said before, and I'm going to continue to say it, when you get involved and you share my platforms and you contribute and you gift, follow, like, comment, everything that you do, it puts me into the algorithm, which allows me to connect with more people, which means I can help more people. So, my success is greatly dependent on you guys. And I thank you for that. Thank y'all. Okay. Thank you. But let's get into today's topic because it's pretty important. I know I was supposed to talk about this a while ago. To be honest with you, I just forgot the name of the company. I am a member of this nonprofit, but I signed up years ago. And the reason why I wanted to sign up with this nonprofit is for the reasons that we're going to go into today. I wanted the connections to these credit unions that I knew I normally wouldn't be able to get into because I didn't have a family member or anybody that had access to or was already a member of these credit unions. So I apologize for the delay, but my bad. My bad. We have the information now. I have it for you, and we're going to get into it. So, first and first, mostly, you have to know what the ACC is. And the ACC is the American Consumer Council. It's a nonprofit membership organization. And what they do is they focus on consumer education, advocacy, financial literacy. I explained to you guys in the past about the CFPB. And now that this new administration is in office, the CFPB, which is for the consumer, has since altered. It was paused for a while and then it came back. And there's less people working in that particular organization, but at the same time, they don't seem as, in my opinion, as firm as they were prior to Trump being in office. I'm not judging, I don't work there and all the things, but we need alternatives. We need backups to the backup. We were very much reliant on these companies like the CFPBs and these other agents, FTC. But what happens? Where do you go? And how is the consumer going to get any sort of protection and learn of any other resources if your main resource has been shut down or altered or doesn't function as good as it used to? So being part of the ACC, it will help with that. That's another avenue for you to go to when the other agencies aren't working or the bureau isn't working for you. Okay. So being part of the ACC, it is a game changer. They are connected with a lot of other organizations, but we're going to focus on the credit unions. That's why we're here. We're here for the credit unions. And the partnerships that the ACC has with these credit unions are nationwide, and it allows the ACC members to automatically become a member to these credit unions. Do you feel me? Like, that is absolutely amazing. You're basically bypassing the usual geographic, employment, affiliation, all that you're skipping over that, and you instantly become a member as long as you are a member of the ACC. And again, that's usually a lifetime membership. So this is huge. It's huge because many credit unions offer better interest rates, lower fees, and more favorable loan terms compared to the bigger banks. I'm still going to connect you to these bigger banks now. I'm still going to connect you to the fintech companies, but we need to practice having options. And this is one of them. But this is a really good, valuable option to have. So let's get into some of their other benefits that they have within the organization or within a nonprofit. So if you're looking to open up a personal checking or savings account, the ACC can definitely be your shortcut with that for the credit union. So since you're able to access these credit unions you'll be able to access credit unions that deal with high yield savings accounts, competitive CD rates. I don't hear anybody talking about CD rates anymore or CDs at all. Do you guys still invest in CDs? What's up? Let me know. Put some in the comments. Talk to me. Okay. You'll have access to lower interest rates on your personal loans and your credit cards. Now, you know how we're used to talking about Navy Federal, Navy Federal, Navy Federal. And I know a lot of us aren't really feeling Navy Federal right now, especially since they've been in the news. And why they've been in the news, you don't have to just bump with Navy Federal. You can now go to other credit unions, and they're just as good, if not better, than Navy Federal. Okay, be a part of the ACC, and then have your choice. Have your choice of credit unions you want to be part of. That is definitely better than Navy Federal. Okay, you got options. There's fewer and lower fees compared to traditional banks. There's more personalized services from smaller member-focused institutions, and that is why you want to be part of a credit union. Now, I did a YouTube live recently on the same topic, but what I did was I took the top 5 credit unions that are covered under the ACC. And mind you, it's a lot of them. Don't think, oh, because it's the ACC, you only have maybe like 10 or 20 credit unions. There are thousands of credit unions, if I'm not mistaken, across the United States that are covered under the ACC. Okay. So these are personalized, smaller, member focused banks that you want to do business with. So be sure to sign up with them. Now, let's get into one of the really good things about them: business banking and business credit. Now, some of you that are already in business credit or business banking, or you're trying to get into it and you're doing your research, it's not easy to just sign up and get the services from any major bank. So for entrepreneurs, having the right business banking relationship, it's everything. And it's everything. And sometimes those bigger banks give you some pushback, they give you problems. They have these goals that are so high to meet. It's just ridiculous. But it's different when you are rocking out with the credit union. The ACC gives you access to credit unions that offer business checking accounts with minimum balance requirements. So they're not going to kill you if you don't have X amount of dollars. It's different here. Okay, come on over. It's different. They give you access to business lines of credit and loans with better rates than a bigger bank. Okay, their merchant services and their payment processing is at a lower cost. Now, as much as I love PNC, and I guess I do refer y'all over to PNC because I've had a connection with the vice president out there in Maryland, I send everybody to him. I love him. That's my guy. I've had a business account created by him for years. Love him to death, but I'm sorry, I don't have my merchant service with PNC. Okay. Once they told me the prices, I don't know, it's cool. Like the fees and all, I'm gonna go somewhere else, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the business account, but nah, I can't do it. So it gives you options, and plus the type of industry I'm in, I'm considered high risk. So people banks naturally slap on higher fees because of the industry that I'm in. But it's different when you're going through a credit union. All right, a little different. Easier approval processes too. So y'all know I help you guys fix your credit so you can get business credit, right? Now, again, I've sent people to my connections with the bigger banks, but you guys tend to shy away from these smaller credit unions. They have money for you. They have money because they know people aren't coming to them like that. So they have the money sitting and waiting. And that's why one of the reasons why it's easier to get approved because they have the money and nobody really signs up. But now you're here and you remember and you're going to build a relationship with them. That's the key thing. Another thing with credit unions is they're big on relationships, not necessarily your credit per se, that is a factor, but as long as you have a good relationship with them and they see that you're using their services, they will definitely look out. And this is on the business side. They're not as strict. They're not as strict. So, what's the biggest benefit? Some of these credit unions are just more willing to extend business credit, even if your company's new. If you're a brand new SBA, they got you covered. Okay. Now, what is the process? Step one, take full advantage of the ACC. I will have a link in the description to the ACC. You join. The membership is quick, is crazy affordable. Unless something has changed from the time I signed up, I paid a small fee and I was a member for life. I think they give you two options. I think you can become a member for a year or a member for a life, but it was like only $15. It was sad. And I'm a member for life. Okay. Totally forgot their name, but I'm back at it. But what I did was I signed up with them and I knew exactly which banks I wanted to be a member of. I didn't choose five. I think I chose two, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Definitely get down with the get down. Once you become a member and you pay your fee, it's instant. You get this little something like a certificate or verification that you are a member. It's digital. You can just save it. No one asks you for it. But if they do ask you, if a credit union does ask you, you can show them proof that you are an ACC member. So then you want to select your credit union and go over the list of the partner credit unions. Again, I strongly recommend within your area. It doesn't have to be. If you want your bank to be across the country, hey, I support you and love you for it, regardless if it makes sense or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what your motivation is, but you have that option, okay? Then you want to apply for the membership at that credit union. So first thing, you got to be a member of the ACC, and then you have to then be a member of the actual credit union, and you want to provide them proof if they can't pull it up themselves, okay? Boom, fund your account like you would any bank, and you're good to go. Start opening your accounts, whether it's personal or business. Start opening accounts with that location. And like I said, you want to build a relationship with them, and this is how you do it. Okay, use their accounts, make deposits, apply for additional products over time. They love that. They love it, and then they're going to love you, and it's going to show by how they fund you. Okay. So it's not a magic wand as far as being part of the ACC. It's just another avenue that really works and is very well respected within the industry. You should be good to go. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. I didn't mean to get all teachy on y'all, but I need to share as much information as possible. Oh, and they do have a plethora of other resources outside of the credit unions. I'm not going to get into that today, but just go on their website and you will see all of the resources that they have. Resources that include, let me think, I'm trying to think off the top of the dome. If you need assistance with credit, your utilities, paying your rent, paying your mortgage. I don't know what resources per se that they have, but I don't know if like they give you cash or something like that, or if they just refer you to a website or refer you to another company. I'm not quite sure with that, but you can check it out and just become a member and see what they have to offer and make the best decision for yourself. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys for listening, downloading, sharing all the things. Be sure to continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Schedule your free 30-minute consultations with me. And please do not schedule it to see if I'm real. Don't schedule it to see if I'm going to answer the phone. Yes, I'm going to answer the phone. Cut it out. I'm only here to help, encourage, and support you guys. And that's what I'm here for. All right. So if it's anything else, man, don't waste my time or anybody else's time. Okay. All right. Then I appreciate you guys. I wish you guys the best of luck in your credit journey.